Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be changing my tyres a little bit earlier than I would have hoped for, but in the last sort of like 500 miles or so I'm losing somewhat a certain amount of confidence. I'm currently riding Michelin Road 5 tyres, and to be fair, they are actually quite exceptional. Ridden in torrential rain, headwinds, absolutely solid, stuck to the road. I can't ask any more. Since I've had the bike, I've had a number of tyres, starting off with the manufacturer supplied tyres, which were in short nothing but appalling. I unfortunately had to go through like 2 rears for every front, but I couldn't change them soon enough. They were not confidence inspiring at all. They're that bad I'm not even going to mention the brand name. But I did the research and came across Michelin Pilot Road 3s, which made a significant difference to the way my bike handles and inspired confidence. Since then I moved from the Michelin Pilot Road 3s to Michelin Pilot Road 4s. It's natural progression, and out of those tyres I managed to get about 8,500 miles. After those 8,500 miles, it was only natural I then moved to Michelin's Road 5s, a much better tyre overall, mainly because, you know, with the softer outer edges and the 2CT plus, I think, for the centre, you know, hard in the centre. I found them really good in all conditions, from temperatures down from -2 up to 30-35 degrees. Wet weather, again, not a problem, stuck to the road like glue. The technology behind the Michelin Road 5s is that there are sort of like larger grooves to displace the water using the Sipe technology, which acts as reservoirs to displace the water. But the grooves don't actually go out to the outer edges as much as they would do on the PR4s. And the reason being is that if you're leaning over, there's more of a softer edge with less grooves to provide more grip in the dry. I mean, let's face it, who would want to sort of lean that far over in the wet? You're certainly a braver man than I if you do. I managed to get to about 6,500 miles before I started losing confidence, and I also noticed a slight rumbling as well, a vibration, a humming coming from the rear. My first thoughts, as you would do, is like you think, there are the bearings. But no, I wasn't confident. But I've also seen other people complain that, or just mention, I wouldn't say complain, just mention that the slight humming is because the tyre could be slightly underinflated. Now that made sense. Inflated my tyre, humming gone. So I'm now heading down to On the Wheel in Southwick in Sussex for its MOT. I wonder if my bike will get a green light once again. That'd be nice. I could probably get another 500, 1,000 miles out the tyres. I mean the tread depth's at like 1.5 mil. But the rear's not looking too great, so I thought, well, while I'm having my MOT, I'll change my tyres as well at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do, MOT and tyres. But what tyre am I going to change them to? Am I going to change manufacturer tyre? Am I going to change the model? Am I going to go back to a Pilot Road 4? Because the Pilot Road 4, so I've got about 8,500 miles out the rear, well, and the front, because I've changed them at the same time. But this set, it's about 7,500, so I'm running about 1,000 miles less. So yeah, let's just say, for argument's sake, I ran these tyres for another 1,000 miles, which they would do. They would last that. I reckon they're pretty much on par with the Pilot Road 4s. Without doubt, I absolutely love these tyres. But I have had a few twitches, and all 3 were actually caught on camera. I had this one around about 2,500 miles. Ooh, what's that about? I had this one about 5,000 miles. God, I'm not going to brake. Whoa! Whoa, slipped. Ah, and that was in the Picos. And then I had this one around about 7,000 miles while I was on the Isle of Wight. All in all, the tyres are quite exceptional. Very, very happy with them. I have been happy with them. Been absolutely flawless, apart from those 3 twitches. Overall then, as I'm running down to the end of the life of my tyres, I'm encountering very, very little squaring. The tyres do not square as much as the previous tyres have done. So you don't get that as you go into corners, like find that lip or bridge as you head round the corners. I mean, that would lose my confidence a little bit for sure, and that'll be certainly a time for change. Now I'm going to have a tyre change. What I'm going to change them to? Am I going to stick with Michelin Road 5s again? Am I going to go for another brand of tyre? Try something completely different? I've heard Battle Axe are really good. Shoreham Harbour, and on the wheel motorcycles coming up on the left hand side. So here at the on the wheel, going to give my bike the MOT and see if it passes. We'll catch you in a bit. Oh, can't believe my bike got a green light. Absolutely no advisories, just an observation that my front caliper brakes pistons need cleaning out. Can't ask any more than that. Yeah, I'm so pleased to be putting on the Michelin Road 5s again. Overall, they're an exceptional tyre. If you're considering buying some tyres for your bike, do consider these. Might be a little bit pricey, but take it from me, they are worth every penny. One of the main reasons why I chose Michelin Road 5s again is, even though I had those minor twitches, is how the tyres reacted. Tyres reacted superbly and prevented the incident from continuing. Absolutely fantastic. I had to stick with 5s because of the exceptional riding capabilities and that in wet weather. Been through some torrential rain up through France, I remember, and I was just riding as if I was just riding on dry roads. Can't say any better than that, really. So these tyres should do me for another 7.5, maybe 8,000 miles. So I've actually seen people claiming they've got 11,000 miles out the rears, which I'm not, I don't know, I find it a little hard to believe, but if they're doing like round town city commuting or something like that, then maybe so. But then we had, but other people, especially if they're on like heavy machines or do a lot of touring or a lot of motorway miles, get far less miles. Some even saying that there's about 4,500 miles, 5,000 miles maybe. So it really shows how your riding styles or the bike you has actually affects the tyres. So there you go. Got a brand new pair of Road 5s again. Got a clean bill of health as far as the MOT is concerned. That'll do for another year. And I've just got to clean out the pistons in the front caliper. That is it. So all I've got to do now is scrub them in 100 miles and then we're pretty much all good to go. But I haven't got the time to do it now. I'll have to be for another time. Anyway, if you like this video, do like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It'd be good to have you along. So that's it for me for this video. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.